Welcome, guys.
It's our first episode of
Soak It Up. I'm Cara Pinkston, and this is my co-host, Lily Baird.
Hello.
We're kind of crapping our pants right now, guys.
Still getting used to this whole thing, so bear with us.
This was a very new development that just happened in the last month. So
last 2 weeks, honestly.
One day I just called Lily and said, hey, I want to start a podcast.
And here we are. So
Kind of crazy.
it's kind of crazy, but essentially this podcast, we just want to talk about how weird Provo culture is because we've been here for about 2 years now.
It's going to be a third year.
Yeah, going into our third,
And by weird Lily means we were going to gossip and talk shit.
yeah, you know.
Basically,
Typical.
Provo is its own little experience. That's a
Yeah.
bubble.
Own little world.
It's its own little
like
world.
nothing else.
So we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of it.
Dive
We're gonna
deep.
with us into the oceans. Oh, it's like all those freaking Titanic memes right now. Do you know what I'm talking
My gosh. I got 8 in a row of the Titanic memes, and they're dark humor, but I'm
I don't even get them
Eating
because
it
I don't
up.
have TikTok, so I get them on Instagram Reels.
that's why you're 2 weeks late. I'm that was 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now you're just getting
Okay, we're beside the point, but
Anyways.
it's fine. Starting from the transition from Draper to Provo, though, would you say that was a hard transition for you?
I think we're from Draper, by the way, if you didn't gather that.
Utah, if you don't know where that
Utah.
is.
Moving from Draper to Provo, yeah, it was rough. It was really rough. But I also think it was my first time moving out of the house and stuff.
And you're the oldest, so
And I'm the
your
oldest.
mommy's baby girl and your dad's baby
Yeah,
girl.
my parents are crying, sending me away. I'm I'm 30 minutes down the road.
See, my mom was
okay.
get out of the house, bye.
'Cause
I'm
you're
the
the last
youngest.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, it was weird. It was hard to adjust for sure. What about you? I'm curious.
I don't know. I feel like I was ready. I was ready
Yeah.
to jump in and get out, but I was depressed my first.
You had a lot going on at the time.
I mean, I had a missionary, so I was not thinking about anything else. So I didn't care about college. I didn't care about anything else. I just was the whole world's ending. Cry me a river. I hate my life.
Sad. That's so sad.
Anybody
Meanwhile,
talk to me?
I'm going out 7 days a week partying.
I talked to my brother about it last week, and he was you were an absolute bitch when the first week.
I don't think we even hung out when we first moved to Provo.
You did your own thing.
I did my own thing.
Which is totally fine.
Yeah.
I think when you get to school in Provo transitioning, that's the first thing you learn is you have to find your own people.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest part because your friends from high school and going to Provo, people try to stay connected as long as possible. But honestly, cut it off.
Well, honestly, it's our whole freaking high school and all of Utah just shifted over
It's a
20 miles.
It's a copy and paste.
Yeah. It's freaking.
Especially Draper and Provo, it's just okay, let's pick up all these orange spray tan girls and even though that's you, Lily.
It is me. I got the orange tan. I got the lashes. I got the nails. I will admit it. At least I'm self-aware.
Provo. There's nothing wrong with that though. Nothing.
Hey, at least I dyed my hair darker.
That's
the
true.
one
You
thing.
joined the brunette club, but
Even though I was dirty blonde. Yikes. Was Provo what you expected?
Yes and no. I would
Okay.
say school and parties were everything I expected because it was the same exact thing as high school.
Exactly.
And
young, dumb.
Yeah, that.
Tribe.
It's literally mosh parties and mingling. Dating was the complete opposite. It hits you like a storm. You think
Yeah.
all these good Mormon boys are just gonna treat you
I'm gonna
amazing, and
find
they
the
are
one.
oh, they're just the biggest whores. The amount of talking stages I've been in.
Since 2023 started, I think you've been in at least 5. Please confirm.
I'm counting. Well, you could say the same. You have a boyfriend now, but you could still say the same.
I before we started dating, I really was very in deep in the dating scene.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we even have talked to similar people.
Bro, we'll get into this another time, but we even dated the same
dated the same people. Lily and I hated each other at first because
I dated her ex-boyfriend.
2 weeks after I dated him.
Okay, in my defense, I didn't know, but
no, she didn't. But no, it's fine.
That's a good story.
We're over it. It's a good story.
We'll get into
peep for another time.
Yeah, stay tuned.
I would say like five. I've talked to like 5 people just alone since January.
And the issue is like the reason that they have all ended, like none of them have been your fault.
I've heard. Oh my gosh! If I hear one more guy tell me, "You're an amazing girl," I just like, you deserve better than me. Like, I can't give you what you need. Like, or just like crap like that. Like, it's just not like they're all great guys. Don't get me wrong. Some of them
love you for the most part,
but
you know who you are.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. I was gonna say no, they don't.
But it's just like ridiculous, the Provo scenery, because like all these guys out here are trying to look for the perfectionist like wife. Like, there is no perfect girl out there. I really don't believe in like the one.
Okay, interesting.
It's do you think there's a one? I don't. I think it's like
I don't know for sure.
I think it's like whoever you put in effort for is who you end up with. Like,
okay, I like that.
And that's why when you see like going to Provo, it changes you. Like, how do you think Provo changed you when you first got there?
Oh, I think I felt so suffocated by the rules and the culture that I was just like, screw everything, I'm doing my own thing.
That's true.
Which I have. But now I think I've like tamed myself a little bit, reeled back in, mellowed out, and now I'm very comfortable with where I'm at in Provo.
But it took you 3 years to find yourself.
2 years to figure it out.
Would you say like your freshman and sophomore year are your like hardest years of life?
Especially freshman year. It depends, because then I had friends who like lived in the dorms at BYU, lived their best life.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like in the nicest way, like BYU's great, but I feel like that's absolute death.
It is death. I would show up to like I remember my first day of classes at BYU, and I showed up and I'm like, why do people have beards? Why are there babies? Why are there strollers on campus?
Wait, I thought you couldn't even have a beard at BYU.
You can't, but there's still some. I was like, you guys can grow like facial hair? I'm like used to like the puny little high school kids, and now I'm like,
that's so weird. It's like just, I don't know. The stereotypes are true though.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. If you thought that the stereotypes are true.
It is. It's just like everything that people out of state that ask you. I mean, some of them are a little crazy.
Yeah.
Like the things that they ask you about the church, like, oh, do you have multiple wives? Those stereotypes are not true. You're lesbian?
No, I'm a husband. I mean, I can't say this. No, never mind.
She doesn't want multiple husbands.
Just one. I promise.
Okay.
Anyways, moving on from this topic. Stereotypes. I would say the biggest one that I found to be true is the sales bro that works out at Vasa and is a finance major.
If you're out there, hit me up. My number's 801.
That is Kara's type. Hit her up.
Yeah, but that's why I always get like freaking wrecked.
Because they're the heartbreakers.
Yeah. That is the true stereotype. Or like the classic girl that's like going to hair school or nursing school.
Cosmetology.
Like with
no
the
hate
blonde,
to my cosmetology friends.
Blonde, platinum hair.
The blonde bimbo with their fillers and hair extensions.
Exactly.
And lashes.
And there's like no hate on like that atmosphere, but those things are true about Utah.
Yes.
Like,
it's like when you come to Utah and Provo, it's like
a whole different
world. You're
world.
gonna find a lot of those people, and that's okay. And we are friends with
a lot of those people.
We
are like that. We are fake. You are fake.
I'm
not fake.
I will admit that. At least you are fake sometimes.
Yeah.
You're a lot more upfront though.
I'm more honest. I would just say it just like depends on what kind of fake we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm more of like this is really bad. I'm going to expose myself. But, like, I'll see someone that I haven't seen in, like, a year. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we have to
That's
do
how I know when
something
you're being
soon.
fake, because Lily's voice goes 10 octaves
I'm like,
up. And if anyone listens to this, they're going to be like, oh my
see,
gosh,
I'm
Lily
exposing
hates me.
myself.
Lily hates me. But she actually gets that excited with everyone,
Actually,
so...
well, like, say I see you, and I, like, get super excited. I'm like, Kara! And, like, my
You're
voice
just
is
like a
super
bubbly
high-pitched.
person. Like,
Yeah.
in general, you just, like, have a big heart. Like, it's a good thing. Oh, love, yeah, blah, blah, don't care.
Oh, you want to hold hands or something?
Yeah, but then you meet me, like, the first time I met your boyfriend, like, he probably thought I was a jerk, because I was so mean.
It
Like,
was so funny, though.
I am just
I was like,
a
what a
mean
good first
person.
impression.
But then, like, you break down my walls and I'm a sweetheart.
Yes.
Which,
But, like, first impression, you're just kind of, like, tough, bold, confident, though.
sarcastic.
Sarcastic,
Is this like
goofy.
a dating app for us? Like, we're just, like, putting me out here.
This
We
is...
talked about me.
Yeah, wow.
I love
Please,
it.
boys.
It's
Kara is looking for an eternal companion.
Oh my gosh. I am though.
She is. She's
It's
laughing,
fine. I'm
but
20,
she's
guys.
so serious.
I am serious. It's hard though. Growing up in Provo, I feel like what was something you thought you didn't know before that you know now? Does that make sense?
Like something that
Like your beliefs that grew. Like for me, I didn't know how strongly I felt about like everyone believing what they can believe is fine. Because before I was like growing up and I didn't think about that. I didn't care what people thought. I've never cared what people thought about me. But you go into like the depths of society and you see how much people judge. Especially in Utah. The bubble is insane and the judgment is insane, especially in the LDS community, which is not a bad thing. Like, not, you meet one bad person and everyone thinks like every Mormon is bad.
Stereotypes again.
Exactly.
Like, it's so easy to just like group those people all together when it's like usually just like one person that is
the bad one.
Yeah, the bad one.
It's like a bad apple on a whole orchid.
Yeah.
Orchard?
Look at you!
Oh, big words. Anyways,
Woo.
but like that's what I learned is like you literally can't judge anyone because you have your own beliefs. So like you get to college and I had to figure out, oh crap, like I'm here on my own. I'm an adult. I'm no longer like fancied by my parents. Like what do I believe?
Well, it's literally just, I feel like for me in high school or just growing up, like I would follow the crowd because I'm like, oh, I'm just going to do what everyone else is doing. And it's easy to do that. And it's like, you follow what your family does. But then it's like, you get on your own. And especially being like in Provo, it's like, okay, reality check. Where do I fit in this place? What do I want to believe, like, without being influenced by others?
Which, don't you think it's harder in Provo because it's still the same atmosphere? Like, everyone's still on the train of, let me believe what my parents believe. Which is not a bad thing. Like, you're allowed to have those beliefs.
And if you do believe that for yourself, and it just happens to align with your parents' beliefs, that's
amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people are just scared to venture out and, like, think what they want because they don't know any better.
Yeah.
And that's, like, the hardest part about finding yourself because it's, like, the unknown or, like, the, like, uncomfortable growth.
Yes. And you have, the only way to grow, and I know we have talked about this before, is like putting yourself in uncomfortable situations.
Why do I feel like that's like on every TikTok? It's like, uncomfortable growth is the way to like success.
We could be motivational speakers, guys.
Get out of bed this morning.
Rise and grind. Are we doing that little?
Rise and grind. Eat your greens this morning. Okay, Lily, no. We're not doing that.
We're done.
We're done. But it's true though. Uncomfortable growth. Like when I finally started realizing like I like doing things that people are not gonna judge you for, like people are gonna come up to us and be like, oh, like your podcast is stupid or like why are you doing one? Like, okay, bro, I don't care.
We don't care. We're having fun.
Like we're doing what we want to do and what are you doing?
Yeah.
Or I like to read books or I like to draw. Like, I don't draw, but you know what I mean. like, doing those things that you want to do them, and
Own
go out
it.
and venture and, like, try different things. Like,
Yes.
try hockey, try this, try that. Well, there's a hockey stick right
I know,
there,
I
so.
was looking
But,
at
like, you
that.
have to try those things to see what you like, or
Yeah.
you're never gonna know.
And be more comfortable with yourself. Absolutely. I'm feeling very inspired right now. Oh my gosh. And I feel like that even goes like for friends. For me, I used to hang out with this specific group because I felt cool. When I first
What, like,
got
they
to
were too
college,
popular?
they were very popular. They're very pretty girls. I felt very like in, and
Okay, I see that.
it's because I'm like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's like, I didn't click necessarily with any of those girls, or like, I just didn't feel like I could fully be myself.
You have to put on, like, a facade.
A facade.
I don't know how to say that. But it's true, though. Like, even I have friends, and, like, one of my friends, he hangs out with, like, weird people. And people are like, ew, why do you hang out with them? But, like, they're not weird. They're fun.
Yeah.
And, like, who cares if they're weird if, like, you have fun with them?
Exactly. And it's like, once I found my friends now, I feel very, like, comfortable. And it's like, I can really be who, like, myself and who I am, because they don't judge me. And they don't care about the Provo culture and fitting in and everything like that.
Exactly. Or, like, who they're trying to impress, or, like,
Yeah.
the gossip, or
Yeah.
everything, which is literally a thing. Even though, like,
Literally, we're feeding into
I
gossip,
was like, us being two-faced, saying, like, there's so much gossip, and then us gossiping about the gossip. But
okay, here's the thing, though.
that's the whole point
I
of
love
this show.
gossip.
No, I did too, which is why we started this, because
Healthy gossip.
I think it's a healthy thing to be honest and open about it.
Yeah, and just know we are just making this topic a little bit more transparent to everyone.
We're ripping the Band-Aid off for people that don't understand Provo and getting
Yeah.
into the nitty-gritty of it.
Yes.
So you can soak in all that information.
Yeah, though. Seriously.
I had to throw that in. That was funny. Come
You
on.
had to. It was. I got a good laugh out of it.
But it's true, though. Like, the groups you were talking about,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about that.
Or, like, making it on a list of, like,
Oh.
the coolest people in Provo.
That list.
I did make the
Lily
cut.
made number 69, which
I
is
won.
another story.
That's a story for
That's
another
a story
time
for
as
another
well.
time.
We have a lot of things we want to talk to you guys about.
We have plans. Big plans, guys.
So stay tuned. But anyways, back on track.
The friend groups, I like noticing when people are gonna leave your life, the chapters. Like, you know how people are always like, oh,
I
like,
struggle with that.
yeah, because I feel like you have attachment issues.
I do. I do.
Which, like, why? Is that too personal? Lily just
That
starts,
goes
like,
into
bawling.
my trauma that I'm going to go. We're starting therapy soon, so.
Actually, I think everyone should start therapy.
I think everyone should be in therapy as
it's
well.
healthy for you. I've done
Yeah.
therapy.
I know.
still do
I'm
therapy.
like so excited for it. So
It's very good for you.
yeah. I do have attachment issues though, so I get really, really sad when people leave.
I'm the same way. But, like,
Yeah.
think about it. I hate the fact that even when you talk to someone, you go every single day talking to them, and the next day you're just, what, strangers?
Yeah.
Like, how
Like,
do you
that's
make that kind of connection?
sad.
Like, people talk about that all the time. Like, they make the TikToks of, like, oh, how many kids do you want? And then the next day it's like, what's your favorite color? Yeah, exactly. Blue, by the way.
Pink.
You would.
You would.
Lily, my last name is Pinkston. I can't have my favorite color be
That
pink.
would be really
No,
cute,
that's
though.
disgusting.
That would be
That's
really
cringy.
cute.
Pinkston? Pinky?
Yeah,
no.
Pinky
no.
baby.
Okay. No. I'm done. You're done. That's disgusting.
But
like,
but it's like that happens so often with like in Provo, not only with dating but like with friends. It's like
they just drop
get
you.
a deep connection with someone, and then it's like everything changes super quick.
The amount of people I actually see at Vasa, or like from my past, that I will just walk by me. And I'm like, are you not even going to say hi? Like, I've gone on dates with
Yeah.
people, and I see them at University Vasa, stare at me, look at me, make eye contact, no hi, no wave, don't come up to me. And, like, I know I don't say hi to them either, but, like, it's kind of their fault. Like, they should say you know, they should say hi.
It's their fault.
Okay, usually I would say hi. Like, I have enough balls to do that.
But you don't always want to
like,
go out of your way. You don't always want to be the first one.
Sometimes
time.
sometimes I would like a little, like, effort.
Yeah.
And especially if you have, like, beef. Like, be the bigger person.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I need to be the bigger person. But not everybody is in your life for every chapter, and that's something I had to learn.
I had to learn that the hard way.
In the nicest
really
way.
Tough. Yeah. It is tough. Because I, like, look at my friends from freshman year. I'm only friends with, like, very, very few of them that I brought into, like, my second year of school.
That's depressing.
Isn't that really sad?
But think about it, like, when you look at those friends, like, who do you see being in your life in 10 years?
Yeah. And those are the people I want to keep around.
Yeah, but, like, even then, you think they'll be in your life in 10 years, but they probably won't.
That's
like,
really sad.
realistically,
really
in Provo, people get married and they're gone.
Yeah.
Like, you fall off the face of the earth. My brother's best friend got married, and, like, he talks to him probably, like, once a month, but, like, they never see each other, and they used to hang out every single day. And it's just, like, what you do.
All my friends are going to be married in the next year, and I'm going to be...
You're not talking about me. You're talking about your other friends, right?
And you. Who knows?
I'm not going to be married in a year.
All of
you
the
gotta be
RMs
dating for at least a year.
Okay, true. I'm glad you think that way. That's how I think.
You need to, like, you don't know someone unless you date for longer.
Exactly. 4 seasons in a road trip. That's the rule.
Exactly. But it's true.
Yeah.
You have to think like that. Like, my mom was telling me, like, you have to be careful who you pick as your bridesmaids, because those pictures,
oh my gosh,
you have for your life.
Out. Yes. I know, like, I will not get married for years, but I'm like,
you're already stressing about that.
Yes, I stress about it.
Lily, that's not something you have to worry about right now.
I know, it's absolutely not. I'm literally 20 years old, but still. You never know.
You would pick someone, like, just like, you would be friends with.
Yeah. I see her on the side of the road. I'm like,
she's like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. Do you want to be one of your bridesmaids? Like, you're just so adorable. Like, you made me breakfast one time. Like, we're besties.
I get attached pretty fast, too.
I make besties really easily.
You make friends super fast.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
It is fun.
I make friends fast, but
we both
feel like
do
I
that.
did not say that correctly. Friends fast, but they don't always stick around all the time. Sometimes it's like a 1 or 2 day friend, and then they just...
Because you, like, jump groups.
Yeah.
That's one thing I do love about, like, the Provo scenery. You can go outside anywhere, and you just make friends.
Yeah. There's so many people in the area. We have been bashing a lot about Provo, but we do love it. That's why we're still here.
There are good things, and there are bad things about it.
Yeah.
But it is a culture that's unlike anything other.
Else. And so we're very excited.
We probably won't be here for a while. And...
We won't be here?
I said we probably will be here for a while. You're literally so dumb. We'll probably be in Provo for a while.
Nah, I'm out of here once I'm out of school. Give me 2 years. But...
Lily, no, you're not.
Absolutely.
Oh, like you went to Lake Tahoe this summer. Nice try.
I was supposed to move and I backed out, like, a day before.
I got you there.
Anyways.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But each episode we want to close off with describing a little Provo term. So today
we want to tell you a little bit about soaking. We thought it was fitting since the name of our podcast is Soak It Up. And I'm sure a lot of you guys had already...
put the connection together.
Yeah, put 2 and 2 together. But do you want to start or do you want me to...
I want you to start.
Okay.
I don't think I can do it with
How
a
much
straight
can
face.
I say without getting in trouble with school? So, essentially, soaking
Soaking is...
You're getting down and dirty.
Oh, dirty in the slopes.
A little hookup with, who knows, anyone.
It could be your boyfriend, it could be a sneaky link.
Anyone.
Let's just say it's when you want to push those boundaries, but you think you're not having sex.
So, it's inside of you.
How I'll do it for you.
Okay, yeah, you take it away.
He slips it in, but
No movement. If that makes any sense.
And he just lets it sit. And it's
it
just
just
a nice
soaks.
little soak.
It just marinates in there.
We got some pasta cooking.
And if you want to spice it up a little bit, if you have a really good friend,
Lily, no.
you get your friend to go under the bed and like use their feet to like bounce the bed.
Stop. Please tell me you don't know anyone that's done that.
I've heard the horror stories. I don't know anyone personally. So if you have any stories,
please share.
Please let us know.
I think those are hilarious.
We'd love to hear. We'd love to have you on.
I actually have some funny stories like that. Which brings us to our next episode, which we will be talking about dating experiences on dating apps.
So,
we are going big, ladies and gentlemen.
Tinder, Mutual, Hinge,
all
Bumble,
the good,
all
all the
them.
bad.
Yeah.
If you don't think we're not going to talk about you,
You're
are.
wrong. We are.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Our
Our first episode.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in.